District Governor Bashar Haddad, District Learning Facilitator BDG Jamil, Mouwad. We don't have any past district governor, but we have past DDGs in the call, club presidents, past President Faisal, fellow Rotarians, and distinguished guests, protocol observed. It's an honor for us to welcome our District Governor Bashar Haddad to the Kingdom of Bahrain. And we can tell you how we are happy for his being here with us and for the environment we have since he arrived to Bahrain. It's totally a different environment. And I can tell honestly and truly, the true Rotarian spirit is back again to all the clubs of Rotary Bahrain. It's an honor as well that we are organizing this mini seminar for the Rotary Basics with the presence of BDG Jamil Mouwad, the District Learning Facilitator. Over the next hour, we will review the basics of Rotary: integrity, diversity, service, fellowship, leadership. Our core values emerge as themes in our guiding principle. And with no further ado, I will leave the floor to BDG Jamil to say a few words and to introduce our District Governor Bashar. Over to you, BDG Jamil.
Hello, everybody. District Governor Bashar, Faisal, Amira, everybody. I'm very happy to see you all in this online meeting. Let me start by congratulating you, all the country training team in Bahrain for taking this initiative of organizing a country training in this country. I believe in continuous learning. I believe in personal development. They are, without any doubt, vital components of Rotary. This is an opportunity to expand our knowledge and the skills and to connect with each other in this beautiful organization. Believe me that this kind of collaborative learning is a powerful tool. And when we exchange ideas with each other and we work together, it can lead to better outcomes. I encourage all the participants in this online training to be open-minded and actively engage with each other throughout this online meeting. This is another opportunity to build a relationship with each other. This is one of the most important aspects of Rotary, establishing new relationship. Let's take this opportunity, let's take advantage of this opportunity to connect and build a good relationship all together. I would like to seize this opportunity to finish my word by saying I wish you all a productive and educational online training. Thank you. Dear Bashar, the floor is yours.
Thank you, PDG Jamil, and thank you, everyone. Greetings from the lovely, lovely Kingdom of Bahrain. I had this amazing visit, and that's still going on. I'm still in Bahrain. First of all, I would like to congratulate our district on electing the new DG&D today. The elections was closed and the nominations and the results. We have our DG&D Maymullah from Lebanon will be serving our districts in 2026, 2027. Maymullah, she's a very dear friend of mine, and she's going to be the first female district governor from Lebanon. So congratulations to Lebanon. Congratulations for all the district for that great news. By the way, I'm still the youngest governor. No one will take that from me so far. Good evening, PDG Jamil, DDG Amira, past President Faisal, past presidents, DGEs, DGNs, everyone on the call, Rotarians, Rotary actors, good evening from the Kingdom of Bahrain. It's with great pleasure that we assemble today to reach into these fundamental pillars of Rotary that form the bedrock of our organizational impactful work. As we gather in this virtual space, we are reminded of the timeless importance of Rotary basics, the guiding principles that have shaped our collective efforts in serving communities, fostering fellowship, and by the way, 3 lines under fostering fellowship and promoting ethical leadership around the globe. Today, we came together to reaffirm our commitment to this core belief and to explore how they continue to inspire positive change in the world and within our district and within our countries and within our communities. From our dedication to service above self to fostering of enduring friendship and the unwavering belief in the power of diversity and ethical conduct, the Rotary Basics serves our guiding license. It's true, it's a beacon for us how we lead our lives. As we embark on this discussion, let us reflect on the profound significance of these principles and consider how they drive our collective impact as Rotarians and Rotary actors. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your participations in today's meaningful dialogue, and thanks for having me in this session. The virtual floor is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you, District Governor Bashar. And to be honest, I don't need an effort to introduce Vice President Faisal. Everybody knows Faisal, but I'll just say a few words. So Vice President Faisal joined Rotary Club of Salmania in December 2014. And from there, he has taken a number of board positions, from public image to secretary. He served as president in the year 21-22. He also served many country chair positions, including public image and membership chair. Today, he's presenting this seminar as country Learning Facilitator Chair, and Faisal is following all the steps of his family, as he has 2 uncles. They are Rotarian, Muhammad Yatim and Faisal Juma. So I will leave the floor to you now, President Faisal, to take us through the Rotary Basic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DDG Amira. A small correction, it's Abdullah Juma, not Faisal Juma, who's my uncle. So it's fine.
I thought we had 2 Faisals.
No. We have another Faisal who's a chef, but all right. So welcome everyone. Welcome DG Bashar, welcome past District Governor Jamil, and welcome DDG Amira. Welcome any other past district governors and past presidents from all over the world and Rotarians from all over the world. Thank you for attending today's session on Rotary Basics. We have many new members joining us in the district and in Bahrain. And it's an opportunity to welcome them all into the Rotary family and to get them involved. And I have to thank DGND May Monla for providing me with the slides. She is the RLI chair of the district, and she provided me with all the slides, but I did my adaptations and additions to it. And of course, a little plug, there's an RLI session coming up on January the 11th, which I'm participating in. So we'd like to see you then as well. Right, so learning objectives. After this session, participants will be able to better understand the Rotary structure, familiarize with the Rotary ethics and vocation, explore ways to engage members, and confident in creating the right service project, and understand the basic goals of the Rotary Foundation. So we'll start with a quote from Paul Harris. If you have the love for your fellow men in your hearts, my friends, you are a potential Rotarian. And he said this in 1933. So we'll start with My Rotary World. What is Rotary? Rotary is a global network of 1.4 million neighbors, friends, leaders, and problem solvers who see a world where people unite and take actions to create lasting change across the globe in our communities and in ourselves. And the founder of Rotary is Paul Harris, who in the early 1900s moved to Chicago. And when he moved to Chicago, he didn't have that much of a connection or a network. So he came up with a concept of creating this organization or this sort of a community with a couple of people he met that became his friends eventually. So with they're professionals from diverse backgrounds, and they would meet in each other's one person's office once in a while, and they would rotate the meeting location, hence the name Rotary. Now, over the years, it evolved into what we know today as a service organization. So it started off as some sort of business networking, and now into what it is today. Now, our vision. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe in our communities and in ourselves. Our mission, we provide service to others, promote integrity, advance world understanding, goodwill, peace through our fellowship of business, professional and community leaders. Now, our mottos, this is the one everybody knows, service above selves. But are you aware that there's a second motto? There's another motto, which is not as popular as this one, and I believe, or they are working on making it popular again. And this second motto is, one profits most who serves best. And this is the second motto. Our values: service, leadership, fellowship, diversity, and integrity. So when we think of service, of course, we think of service above self. When we think of leadership, Rotary is always developing leadership skills in our fellow members. And we want to see them grow up, grow within Rotary. And, to use their skills to do good in the world. And fellowship is the idea that in order to serve the community, you have to create a sense of fellowship or friendship within the club. So we sort of feel as a sort of collective, or sort of like a sense of harmony within the club. Diversity is when we have different peoples from diverse cultures and experiences and perspectives. So each one has a different point of view in serving the community. And integrity is doing anything with honesty. And that is a characteristic of good leadership. So, of course, the 7 areas of focus: we protect the environment, we grow local economies, we support education, we save mothers and children, we provide clean water, sanitation, and hygiene, we fight diseases, and we promote peace. And that is the 7 areas of focus. And it's sort of a guideline to see what to focus on when you serve or work on a project. And these are very much aligned with the Sustainable United Nations goals. So where the United Nations has 17, Rotary has 7, and they're very closely aligned in that way. And the Rotary structure, so we have the Rotary Clubs. Rotary and Rotaract Clubs unite dedicated people to exchange ideas. So basically, Rotary or Rotaract Clubs. The Rotary International, which is the organization that supports Rotary Club worldwide by coordinating global programs and initiatives. And the Rotary Foundation is, the fund that helps humanitarian activities from local to global initiatives. Now, let us go further between the club and the Rotary International. There's a certain, there's more nuance, let's say. So we start with the club, and then the district. So in our case, we are District 2452, and then the zone. Oh, my hands disappeared. Okay, the zone. So we are in zone 21. However, there's something missing from this. I'm sure many keen-eyed people have noticed, there's a very, very important part of Rotary that's missing from this graph. You, the member. So the members are very integral to the Rotary overall. So there's 34 zones, 560 districts, 36,000 clubs, and 1.4 million members worldwide. We're in zone 21, 8 districts, 28 countries within 3 continents. And then in zone 21, so there's Afghanistan, Albania, where our friend Butrind is from, Armenia, Past District Governor Shot is from there, of course, Bahrain, where we are now, and many other countries, and Lebanon, of course, where fellow members are from Lebanon, UAE, Turkey, of course, and these are the countries within the zone. Our district, Armenia, Bahrain, Cyprus, Georgia, Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine, Sudan, and United Arab Emirates. And there's around 97 Rotary clubs with 2,149 Rotarians, 59 Rotaract clubs, 837 Rotaractors. Now let's look at our district leadership. So we start with the Rotary clubs, with the club president and the board directors. Above that is the assistant governors. Above that is the deputy district governor and the country leadership team, which I'm a part of, and the district leadership team led by the district governor. So let's focus on the roles of the assistant governor. So this position, the person visits your club regularly, meets with each club at least once a quarter, promotes practices, of leadership, club leadership, implements those practices, keeps the governor up to date with the progress, helps the club leaders to prepare for the governor's official visit, and monitors the club progress through the Rotary Club Central. Now, what's the role of the district governor? Is to strengthen clubs, organize new clubs, grow membership, encourage contributions and other support of the Rotary Foundation, and promote positive public image, and serve as spokesperson for the district, conduct district conferences and other meetings, supervise the district nomination, prepare the budget, basically anything on a district scale. Work with the governor-elect and other district leaders, and complete the online district qualification. Now, if you notice, I haven't mentioned the role of the deputy district governor in all this. And it is a unique position to our district, where our district is unique, where it comprises of 9 countries. And the role of the deputy district governor is to support the district governor within the country. So in the case, I believe, in Lebanon and Jordan, the deputy district governor has 3 or 4 assistant governors. No, sorry, all the assistant governors report to the deputy district governor, and the assistant governor has 3 or 4 clubs working together. Now, in the case of Bahrain, the deputy district governor is the same position as the assistant governor. So our very own DG Amira has double duty in that, but she's doing a very good job. The first question, my club is autonomous. Is it true or false? And then second question, I'm a Rotarian. I belong to Rotary International. Is number 2 true or false? Question number 3, the district exists to provide support for our clubs. Question number 4, I'm just a member. There isn't much on the Rotary International website that is of value to me. Number 5, the zone tells the district what to do. Number 6, the Rotary International tells the districts what to do. So number 1, mostly true. So I'll give you a quick explanation of that. So the club pays dues and allows the district governor to guide and speak to it. Number 2, false. The Rotary member belongs to the club, and the club belongs to the Rotary International. Number 3, the district exists to provide support for our clubs. That's true. And number 4, I said I'm just a member. There isn't much on the Rotary National website that's of value to me. That's false, and it's so false that the word false is covering the statement. And number 5, the zone tells the district what to do. That's false. So the zone supports the district with resources, and the Rotary International uses zones to organize elections for directors and the RI officers. And number 6, Rotary International tells the district what to do. That is, of course, mostly false. It provides guidance and resources. So we'll go into the ethics and vocational service. What are the Rotary's guiding ethical principles? When professionals join a Rotary Club, they do so as a representative of their own business or profession. This gives Rotarians the dual responsibility of representing their vocation within the club and exemplifying the ideals of Rotary within the workplace. So basically, when you join Rotary, you are representing your profession. And as a Rotarian, you represent the values of Rotary within the community. So they're both interchangeable. How do you define the following Rotary terms? Ethics, vocational service, classifications, social responsibility, and how do these Rotary terms relate to each other? So let's identify the shared values. So we're going to start with the object of Rotary, which is very important, what I have with me on my card, which I carry everywhere in my wallet. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster, first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity of service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve the society. Third, the application of the ideal service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. And fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world of fellowship of business, professional persons united in the ideal of service. So now we're going into the 5 avenues of service. Based on the object of Rotary, these are the cornerstone of the club's activities. So the first one is the club services, focuses on making clubs strong relationships, and an active. So basically, the idea is to create, your regular meetings, your social activities, in order to strengthen the fellowship within the club. When you have a strong fellowship in a club, you can go out and work together to serve the community. Vocational service calls on every Rotarian to work with integrity and contribute the enterprise to the problems and needs of the society. So basically, where you use your profession, you use your professional background and your work to help train people in the community, and so on. And this is what we're talking about. Community service is basically your projects to improve the quality of life in the people and the community. Now, the last 2 avenues of service, international service, basically is to do international projects where we support each other in an international scale. And youth service is to recognize the importance of empowering the youth and young professionals. So through programs like RILA, through the Interact, and through Rotary Youth Exchange. If you notice, the Rotaract Club isn't considered youth. And that's because the Rotaract Club has been elevated to the same status as a Rotary Club. So that's why they're not under youth service anymore. So the vocational service calls every Rotarian to aspire to a high ethical standard in their business and professions. Recognize the worthiness of all useful occupation. Contribute the vocational talents to the problems and the needs of society. And as a Rotarian, how can you put these ideas into action? You know, you talk about your vocation in your club and learn about your fellow members' vocation. Use your professional skills to serve the community. Practice your profession with integrity and inspired to behave ethically through your words and actions. Help a young person to achieve his or career aspirations, and guide and encourage others in their professional development. So now we're going to the four-way test, which is one of the important aspects of Rotary. This was created in 1930 by Rotarian Herbert Taylor, who at the time who took charge of a company facing bankruptcy. Now, during his time working in this company, he was working and trying to improve the company. And he came up with this concept of the four-way test, which he recommended and implemented in the Rotary, and which he himself became the Rotary International President. So we can say this together: of the things we say or do, of the thing we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all? So this basic four-way test is supposed to be used, or we're encouraged to use this. And when we take a big decision in either our personal life in Rotary or outside of Rotary in our professional lives, we are, as Rotarians, we are expected to follow these, the four-way test. The Rotary Code of Conduct provides a framework for ethical behavior, together with the four-way test in their business and professional activities. Act with integrity and high ethical standard in my personal and professional life. Deal fairly with others and treat them and their occupations with respect. Use my professional skills through Rotary to mentor young people, help those with special needs, and improve people's quality of life in my community and in the world. Avoid behavior that reflects adversely on Rotary or other Rotarians, and help maintain a harassment-free environment in Rotary meetings, events, and activities. Report any suspected harassment and help ensure non-retaliation to those individuals that report harassment. Now, when we put these four together, this is what we see as, or what we mean by the shared values of Rotary. How do these values apply to me, my club, my vocation? 1, advancing high ethical standards in the workplace. 2, the classification principle. 3, promote Rotary's commitment to high ethical standards. Recognize and promote the value of all useful occupations, and volunteer your vocation. Now we move on to engaging members. Now let's ask ourselves this first question. What are we selling to our members? Now let's think about this. What is it that technically we're selling to our members? We are selling the club experience. Now, based on a survey conducted by the Rotary International with many clubs around the world, they found the main reasons for members leaving is due to a bad club experience. So let's ask ourselves, this is based on another survey, what are the 2 top reasons for joining Rotary? 1 is people join to help the community or giving back. And number 2 is making new friends and making meaningful connections with like-minded people. So here's a way to improve your club experience or the club atmosphere. Engage with current members. connect with prospective members, make new members feel welcome, create an inclusive club culture. Now we have a new member. So ways to engaging new members is, of course, we have to explain the Rotary's history, a discussion of the club's activities and social events, talk about the club culture, ideas, ideas on about how the new members can get involved. So we should discuss with them, let's think of ideas to get the new members involved, a discussion of leadership, development opportunities, connect them with a mentor. So a mentor is very useful for a new member to pass down knowledge, and an explanation of Rotary recognition programs. And all of this information, you can find it on the Rotary International Learning Center on the Rotary International website. Now that we do these things in order to make our new members feel welcome and engage them, but we shouldn't forget our current members. So we don't want to focus so much of our time with the new member that the old or the current members feel neglected. So what can we do? Let them share their ideas. So let them help the club achieve their goals and enhance the project. So basically, let them participate in some way. Let the current member be a mentor to a new member, so they can exchange ideas, professional experience. Let them share the Rotary knowledge. Organize a club event. Get them involved in organizing a project or a club event. Let them, gain new skills when they organize an event. Let them try a new role. So if they've been one position, let's say they've been club services for many years, let them try be a membership chair, or let them be secretary. Give them something new to do so they don't get bored. And a leader in action by working on participating in your club leadership, so they can be part of the committee. Let them come up with ideas, let them work. So it's all ways to engage with your current members. So here are some tools to improve the club experience. So of course, the satisfaction survey, which is expected to be completed by all the members in the club, and based on the results, you can see where the weaknesses are in the club. The club health check. So basically, you have to see yourself as a doctor. And it's recommended that the board of directors complete this. So it's expected the board of directors complete this. So based on the results they get, they then go through the documents itself and find the prognosis. And the document itself will direct them where to go on the learning center to find out the solution to whatever problem they found while completing the survey. The exit survey. So if somebody leaves the club, you ask them why, you send them the survey, they can, and at least you get an idea on how to improve the club culture. And there are 2 more surveys about membership diversity. Now, in a recent seminar I attended, the Rotary International President-elect Stephanie Ulrich, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, mentions that this is it's better to ask the member rather than leaving. So once a member has decided to leave, they're on their way out. It's very difficult to change their mind. I mean, I'm not saying don't give them the exit survey, but I think we should be more proactive. So what she is suggesting, that we should give them an entrance survey. Ask them why they joined Rotary. And then through this entrance survey, you can see if this person is actually a good fit for your club. That's why you ask them to join your meetings. That's why you ask them to participate in your community service projects. So then that member can feel, is that member a good fit or not a good fit for the club? So it's better to know, at least they get an idea, what are the club, what are they getting themselves into? You know, while they, you know, and then from there, you can see, you know, and then you can sort of engage with them. So here are some 12 engagement ideas. Set up a member services committee, measure and examine the club's history and engagement and member retention rate, provide a pre-introduction orientation program, conduct a reception for new members, develop a mentor and education program, greet, assign a job, and introduce, log new member activities in the first year, and after a year, recognize and interview the new member. So, you know, after a year, see how he's doing, you know, ask that member, he or she, ask him or her how they're doing in you know, in the club, how they're getting on. Advocate new member opportunities, provide networking and professional opportunities, development opportunities, spot danger signs and remedy. Engagement problems, if there's an engagement problem, see what they are, and be innovative, highlight the reasons why we stay in Rotary. So here are some ideas. Let's think outside the box. So we want to change the club, you know, a bit. So let's perk up the club. Let's think of some ideas. Why not switch the club president with a nearby club and have that president conduct your meeting? So in our case in Bahrain, the president of the Rotary Club of Salmania can chair the meeting of the Rotary Club of Sif Bahrain, and the Rotary Club of Sif Bahrain can chair a meeting in the Rotary Club Manama, and the president of the Rotary Club Manama can chair a meeting in the Rotary Club Salmania, and vice versa. Change the room layout completely, reverse the order of the regular agenda, bring in a professional coach to run the meeting. I've experienced this with the Rotary Club of Adliya, where they asked a sort of a coach, a team building, and they did this nice team building exercise, and they brought people together, put them in groups, you work together to find a solution to a problem. You know, it's a different way of seeing things. And they asked their member to do a Tai Chi lesson. So everybody is going up and doing Tai Chi and yoga, but in their case, they did the workout before eating rather than after the food. So invite a past president who have left the club to come back and reflect on the changes changes in Rotary over the years. Change the meeting time. We discussed this a couple of times in our board. I remember over the years whether to change the last meeting of the month to a dinner meeting to attract our, you know, our members who are busy. Have a plan B. So if your scheduled speaker or presenter cancels on you, or some change of program or something, you have a pocket, they call it, pocket presentation, or a plan B. So it could be a video, it could be some update on your projects, and you can discuss the Rotary theme. So so I remember when I was club service director a couple of years ago, I changed up the meeting by bringing some owls into the meeting. I invited a conservationist of Bahraini owls, and they brought owls into the hotel, and we took pictures with the owls, and while we got educated about the plight of the Bahraini owl, we also had some enjoyment with it. It changed up the meeting, and people really enjoyed it. So, going through what we discussed, based on research done by the Rotary International, there are 5 ways that makes up the club experience. Number 1, meeting enjoyment. So when members have fun, they would love to keep coming in again and again and again. Number 2, confidence in the club leadership. So when members feel that they have input in the club, when they feel some confidence in the club leadership, then they feel comfortable, they feel they have the opportunity to grow and to work with the club leaders. Personal growth opportunities. So when members feel that their club give them the opportunity to give them leadership opportunities to grow within Rotary, to to advance their personal skills. That's also important. So people want to grow their personality, their skills, their leadership skills. Number 4, connection. So when people form bonds, they feel connected with other members, that strengthen the club. And meaningful service. So when people feel that they're doing service that actually makes a meaningful difference to the society, that makes a good club experience. So we're going to try another round of true or false. I hope this time the polling system works. It's just a way of, oh, what happened? Okay, so please, I hope the polling system works on your side. First question, there is only one type of Rotary Club which meets during lunch or dinner. So I hope the button is showing because I'm not seeing any interaction. Oh, okay. So already we got false. Good. Number 2, already somebody jumped to number 2, which Rotary clubs are the only service networking vocational organization in the world. Number 3, the Rotary International Convention. Wait, let me try making this bigger. Does this help? Are you seeing all the questions? I hope it helps. The Rotary International Convention is a great way to meet Rotarians around the world. Number 4, the member left, so there's no need to ask them why. Mentorship adds great value to the member. So what do I say? Mentorship adds great value to the new member and engages them with more club activities. And number 6, service projects is a great way to grow membership. Now, I hope you can see all the questions. I think you can individually scroll up and down. So far, 1.5 minutes has passed. 40% participated. 17 of 42. So I'm waiting for the rest, for the other 60% to participate. Oh, we got 18 now, 42%. I believe you can. So I have 1 minute. All right, I'll give you another 30 seconds and I'll stop the poll, but then we have to move on. So it's been 2 minutes so far. And then another, yeah. I think we can stop the poll because let's not wait any longer. All right, I shall end the poll. Ending poll. I'll share the results. I think I'm sharing the results. May I ask, okay, actually, wait, I'll just do it myself. Just excuse me for a second. I'll just take a quick snap with my phone and then we can discuss this once this is done. Oh, what did I do? Oh dear. Okay. I think I just accidentally shared some of the answers already. Oh dear. This is not working well. Okay, I'll just stop sharing then. All right, I'll close this. Sorry. A little experimental stuff didn't really work. Okay, never mind. We'll move on. So the first question is obviously false. There are many club models besides the traditional model. So the traditional model meets during lunch or dinner. So there's satellite, there's e-clubs, cause-based, passport, Rotary clubs. So there's many types of clubs now. Number 2, the Rotary clubs is the only service networking leadership organization. That's false because there's Lions and there's the Kiwais and Toastmaster that provides leadership, and there's the EO for business networking. Number 3 is true. The Rotary International Convention is a great way to meet Rotarians. I believe this is where I met our fellow attendees today, is through the Rotary International Convention. Number 4, the member left. So that's definitely false. You should ask them why. You should speak to them, see why you left. Please come back. Let's see. Maybe there's something we can change, or maybe there's some miscommunication. Number 5, membership adds great value to new members and engage them more. Mentorship adds. And of course, that's true. We encourage mentorship. And the last one is true. Of course, it's a great way to grow membership. Asking potential members to join you in a service activity or a service project is a great way to get them to join Rotary. Now we're on to the next part, the creating service projects. We'll start with a quote. The time we take to serve those who need us can be the turning point, not only in their lives, but also in our own. The role of the service project chair is to think of meaningful projects, planning, implementation, evaluation, leading fundraising efforts, understanding any liability issues, collaborating with partner organization, volunteers, and committee to maximize the impact of your project, working with public image committee and your district leaders to promote the project, and posting your project in the Rotary Showcase, which is on the Rotary International website. You can access through your profile. And when you carry out a service project, you have to assess the situation. So you conduct some sort of survey, decide what project to do. So there's a number of ways you can do that, number of ways. Plan it, plan the schedule, the budget, the liabilities, implement the project, and evaluate. So you should evaluate your project after it's complete. Who can help you when you start your project? District leaders, international service chairs, Rotarians, of course, and their families, and Rotaractors, members of a community organization. So you can do joint projects with another organization, local, charity or society organization. The Rotary Community Corps, Interact members, RILA members, and Rotary Youth Exchange students. Rotary alumni, of course, members of the Rotary Action Group and Rotary Fellowships, and the Rotary Foundation cadre of technical advisors. So when you consider a service project, think of meeting a need today, be creative, be sustainable, take a risk, new ideas, and keeping prior projects only if viable today. And let's ask these questions. So we're going to go through a little example of a project which the Rotary Club of Bahrain recently completed. And we're going to ask these questions before I go through the project and after. So number one, can a Rotary Club do anything to help? If so, what can Rotarians do hands-on? How much funding is required? How much the project how can a project be designed? Will the project generate good publicity? Can the members be sold on a project? Is this a one-year project or continuous? What other community resources are available and what other organizations should be involved? And what are the steps necessary to move forward? So we're going to go through this project that the Rotary Club of Bahrain completed, which is the sensory garden for the Aliyah Rehabilitation Center. So it's, again, collaboration with Learn to Grow. The CEO is Reem Yatim, the daughter of past President Mohammed Yatim, who happens to be my cousin. The design to encourage and enhance the 5 senses, touch, sound, taste, and smell, installed in Aliyah Rehabilitation Center, designed for their programs, and single-use plastics, kitchen items, all collected from our members and friends to promote sustainable living. So what we did some location scouting. So when we were planning the project, we went to different locations in Bahrain. We considered a Jasra organic farm. We thought about doing it in the Bahrain Down Syndrome Society, and the Saudi Bahrain Institute for the Blind. But then we settled on Aliyah Center because we collaborated with them with many during the years. It's in this island, it's in Sitra. We went to their school, and we provided a couple of projects for them in the past. So that's us visiting the site. We helped provide them with a makeshift kitchen, and Aliyah School for Early Intervention is for the autistic children, and we developed these systems, this kitchen, in order to train them and to make them, to train them in everyday activities. And we of course took visit of the last, we did some projects, and that's the old logo of the Rotary Club of Salmania. And they showed us their old system, what we did for them in the past. And, oh, sorry. We visited the old sensory garden in Alia School in Sitra, which was done by someone else. And as you can tell, it's sort of run down and they needed some help. They needed some revitalization. Excuse me. So they suggested, rather than investing in this one, they recommended that we do it in their new facility, which was in Ali, which is in the middle of Bahrain. It's the rehabilitation center for people who are older, and they have a bigger complex. It's basically like a high school for that community. With people, it's for children with behavioral and communication difficulties. So, you know, the idea behind the sensory garden is many of them have difficulties filtering sensory information. It makes their experience overwhelming to deal with. So, so it was sort of a two-way street. We came up with an idea for the sensory garden, and they were welcoming it from us. And we used single-use plastics and pots and pans collected from RCS members to promote sustainable living. We collected from our fellow Rotarians and friends. And us as Rotarians, we went very hands-on in this. So many of the board members and myself, and Riham was with us, and Sabahat and Seema, who all of us, I think, who are in the meeting, most of the people in the meeting participated. We did it twice, once in March and once in June. We installed some of the items, and we, of course, gave an award to Remia team for her work. She designed it, Remia team. She designed the sensory garden. She came up with most of the concept. Yani she had the idea for, I mean, no, we came up with the idea, but she designed it with her experience and plans, her experience in design work. So we rewarded her for work and for her collaboration with us. And there was an official opening by the school. So it was on the 16th of October, 2022. It was under the patronage of His Excellency Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, Chairman of the Supreme Council of Health. And they invited us to visit. So we all went there to visit, and you can see that we were photographed and interviewed for the newspapers and the local television networks. And our past District Governor George, when he came to Bahrain, we took him there, and I believe he's with us in the session. And at the time, District Secretary Samar Saab, or past District Secretary Samar, who was also with us, came and saw the sensory garden. Unfortunately, we wanted to take District Governor Bashar, but they were very busy with the National Day celebrations. And here we are, all very happy, standing next to the door. So again, let us revisit these questions. Can a Rotary Club do anything to help? Yes, because Alia Center required a sensory garden, and we came there and provided one for them. If so, what can Rotarians do hands-on to help? We collected sustainable items, and we did a lot of painting and installation in the garden. How much funding is required? Quite a bit. How can the club how can the project be designed? As I said, we asked help from Remia team to do the designing for us, and she worked with us. Will the project generate good publicity for the club? Yes, it did. So is it a continuous project? Yes, we can come back and collaborate with them in the future. What other community resources are available? Yes, we asked the Remia team to help us, and what steps to, and we completed the project, and it was successful. So the Rotary Foundation, I'll go quickly into this. The Rotary Foundation is basically a fund that helps to bring sustainable change to the communities. What's the motto? Doing good in the world. What's the mission? helps Rotary members to advance the world understanding goodwill, peace by improving health, providing quality education, and improving the environment, alleviating poverty. How can members help? Is by contributing. So in the past 100 years, the foundation has spent $4 billion on life-changing projects and $1.8 billion on polio eradication efforts. And this is based on contribution towards the Rotary Foundation. When you give the Rotary Foundation, you fuel projects and you promote peace and reduce polio and develop and improve developing communities. So there are three basic funds. Of course, there's other programs: polio eradication, the Rotary grants, and the Peace Center. So polio eradication is mainly programs to eradicate polio. The Rotary grant is basically a grant that you can use for international projects and district projects. The Rotary Peace Center is basically they work with a couple of universities around the world in order to train candidates to promote peace in their respected communities. The summary: the structure of Rotary serves the club and Rotarians. Rotarians should be proactive in promoting and exercising the guiding principles. The more your members know and get involved, the stronger your club will be. Good Rotary service projects requires meeting a community identified need today, creativity, sustainable risk-taking, new ideas, keeping prior projects only if they're still needed, and the Rotary Foundation gives you the power to make big changes in the world. So let's end with a quote from Paul Harris: "Whatever Rotary may mean to us, to the world, it will be known by the results it achieves." And I have to again, special thanks for past President May Mullah. Sorry, I got Deputy. Let me try. Okay, let me think if I can get this right. Let me try.
DGND.
District DG. No, it's DGND.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Close enough. Who is currently the RLI chairperson of the district, and she provided me with the slides, which I adapted and changed and amplified. And of course, I have to remind everyone that there's another one coming up, part 2, in January next year, which I'm participating in. All right. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Vice President Faisal, for the amazing presentation. It's regardless of the number of years we are Rotarians, we always need to go back to basics and Rotary shared value, code of conduct, as a second district learning training facilitator. Then I will leave the floor to BDG Jamil to give the closing remarks in order to close our session.
Thank you, Faisal, for this inspiring presentation. As a Rotary District Leadership Facilitator, I want to congratulate you and congratulate all the team that worked with you to make this online session a reality. I would like to seize this opportunity as well to thank Bashar Haddad for his support always to do training. This kind of training make us more knowledgeable and better Rotarian. I would like to seize this opportunity as well to salute and Polio now coordinator Lorenzo, who is with us, to salute past District Governor George and DG Amira Ismail. I hope that our time together has added value to all your Rotary life. I can confirm that it added tremendous value to me. Today we have had the opportunity to learn more from Faisal about Rotary, to develop our Rotary knowledge and the skills needed for us to become better Rotarians, better leaders of our clubs and of our community. I would like to ask you information you are receiving today to be spread to all the members of your Rotary clubs. Please use this knowledge, this information, capitalize on it. It is very, very beneficial for all of us. I like many ideas you shared, Faisal. You talked about outside of the box. It was, I liked it a lot, and I learned a lot from it. I liked as well the surveys, the questions that you did. Everything was great and perfect. And I want to emphasize a little bit on the importance of giving back. I joined Rotary because of two things, as you said, fellowship and service. We have to give back to our society. All of us believe that giving back is not only a moral obligation. It gives us a lot of satisfaction that we are making a positive impact in our lives and in our communities. And to all those who are around us. It is a responsibility of each one of us to give back and to contribute to the betterment of our communities. Thank you again to all of you for this beautiful gathering, let's say. And I wish you all good Christmas time, and we will start again next year with more training, not only in Bahrain, but also in all the countries of our district. Thanks. The floor is yours, Amira.
Thank you very much, BDG Jamil, and really thank you for being with us. Your presence is always a pleasure. Thank you all. Thanks to all Rotarians who joined us from all over the world, despite the time difference of the time zone. Thank you all, and I hope it was fruitful sessions, and looking forward meeting with all of you again, inshallah, in the next training. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for joining.